Kennected.
What are the different stages of a startup? Startups go through different stages of evolution as they grow and develop. Many factors may influence its progress. Building your business from the ground up can feel like an overwhelming and confusing task. But by learning about the different stages of a startup, you can tell exactly where you are and how to chart a course towards your goals. What are the different stages of a startup? Small businesses vary widely in size and capacity for growth. And yet all startups experience common problems at similar stages in their development. These points of similarity can be used to determine which stage of development a small business is currently in. It can even help founders anticipate future challenges and prepare accordingly. Planning and research, turning an idea into reality. This is the stage where the startup conceptualizes their product and assesses whether there is a need for it. The main problem during this stage is that turning ideas into reality is difficult. Even more difficult is finding a great idea that can get off the ground and find its perfect audience. You need to research your offerings, product market fit, your competition, your budget, etc. This stage is all about developing a solid business plan. During this stage, it is often just the founders working together to make their dream come true. Commitment and branding, finding your audience. This stage is where you move from a concept to a company. You put your research into practice and start following your business plan. You develop a prototype, or start selling to friends and family members to get that initial feedback. The main problem during this stage is finding an audience for your startup, identifying ideal clients and reaching out to them using various marketing efforts. Founders need to establish their brand. This ensures that they have a place in the market and a reputation to build upon. Startups may have their first few employees during this stage, all of whom are managed directly by the founders. Viability and traction, learning about what works and what doesn't. The first few years are the most difficult for startups because your company isn't well established yet and you may run out of money before the business becomes profitable. The traction stage is where you begin to find out whether or not your company is truly viable. Traction is only the beginning of your growth. Focus on growing your customer base and reaching the goals you set. The main problem for this stage is delivering the product and managing cash flow. Refinement and growth, scaling your startup. The refinement stage is where you apply everything you've learned so far based on your research and your experience with running your startup. Startups in this stage are already proven to be viable and are working towards scaling their company. If you are in this stage, then you are beginning to be profitable. Founders should focus on establishing credibility and building customer trust. Scaling means expanding your customer base, your offerings, and your company itself. This stage can start at year 2 to 3 and may last for years. Founders may hire more people who specialize in different aspects of the business. The focus shifts towards building a team of reliable individuals with complementary skill sets. Becoming established. In this stage, your company is no longer considered a startup, but an established enterprise. Some companies get here sooner, while others don't reach this stage at all. It is time to explore new ventures, expand your company where you can, hire more employees, and refine your marketing strategies. The main problem is dealing with the competition and further developing your strengths. Remember that every company is unique and comparing your progress to other startups can be counterproductive. Learn from your mistakes and try to reach the goals you set.